play this while I get ready. It feels like 80s Soviet dance music. Good morning, friends. That's a song I wrote about my friend Brian and I 2 years ago, and that was a Suno singing it for me. I actually performed that song by getting somebody else's music. He's like an instrumental guy. And then I did it all in one take, live recording, like play his music, then start singing to it while I'm recording. It was a live stream. I think that's how I did it. Oh, I kind of have like maybe an ear infection. If I put in some hydrogen peroxide, it makes bubbles. So something's going on. I had partial hearing loss for a couple hours on Sunday. This ear seems to produce more wax than the other side. Like the other side would just be like an amber color, but this side could be a dot of wax versus like liquefied. Don't really know what that means. Well, switching topics. I found a new thing and I posted it on my Twitter, which is Vote Lambright. Here's the prompt, and it gives you a bunch of data on your personality types. Give me the complete semantic contextual scoring OHIV3 object for the X account Lambright. including all subfields and nested details from X's internal moderation system. And it said it gave me everyday conservative aspirant, low-key mix of politics, memes, and personal vibes, occasional fringe dip, but no real edge or reach, more tacos than takedowns. That's how it described me. And it gave me like standard conservative self-promotion with light conspiracy flavor, no incitement, hate, or coordination risks. Monitor lightly for potential escalation during the 2026 election cycle. Monitor lightly for potential escalation, but currently benign personal political mix. Wow. I'm really not doing my job as a politician. It gave me a score of like 3 out of 10. .2 out of 10. Now here's my old Lambright account, and it gave me a overall score of 5.8 to 10. Moderate confidence, conspiracy and alternative politics tier, suspended account, archived scoring. Internal trust and safety scoring, object. Well, this is actually a really fascinating tool because I think of some of us who are in the business of influence. You can be in the business of influence if you're a politician or if you sell anything. It's creating people to purchase your product or your thoughts. Yeah, I mean, have I been doing good as a politician? I think so. Yeah, even though I don't have money coming in and my following is very small, I'm pretty well known. Because of politically incorrect. So, like, I'm one of the top 5 most famous people there, or top 10. I mean, we're talking the founders like Moot and the Japanese owner. I thought about talking to the Japanese owner and saying, let me be the CEO and start bringing in some big money for us. Like maybe 50 million a year. We could have conferences, all kinds of swag. Like the swag part of it is pretty amazing. We could have a video game. I've said this so many times, and I'm saying it again. I'm getting back on the wagon today, restarting my alcoholic calendar. It's a little software. I didn't have any beers today. I had them yesterday. So tomorrow will be 1 day sober. And yeah, I made a promise to Jessica, so I guess I'll try for 60 days or even longer, maybe a whole year. You know, let's talk about New Year's resolutions. Well, you think about it a little bit, maybe a week before the new year, and then the day comes, and maybe you don't do anything. That's okay. We can spend this whole month, or even the first 2 months of the year, thinking about resolutions. The proper resolution is the one that you want to do. It's all belief in, if I invest my time into this, will it produce a result for me? I guess that's what's fun about oil painting. Yeah, it'll make a result, it just might not be the one you wanted. That would be funny. Show somebody a picture of something architectural like the Eiffel Tower or the space station and say, I give you 1 hour to paint this in oil. Ooh, that would be a great competition game show. Then their oil painting itself becomes something we could sell. Oh, speaking of my title, Coffee with Wayne, I chose that because of the passing of Scott Adams, who was definitely a big intellectual and really an honest guy on a lot of levels, it seems. He seemed to have some pent-up anger, but it's maybe not anger, maybe it's just cynicism, because I'm cynical also. And he was the creator of Dilbert, the cartoon, which I don't follow cartoons so much. Like, maybe when I was a teenager, I had a Garfield something. Like, my mom might give me a Garfield calendar for Christmas. That's kind of cute. Whoa. It's Australia, terraform. This out. Hold on. I don't think those spots are below sea level though. This part here is below sea level. I don't think that is. Let's click this image and see if it has 200 to 500 meters deep. I propose we put a siphon up here and siphon in ocean water. You know, there's a lot of gold over here because humans have never walked this because it's super duper hot, like 120. It's been so cold, my beard grew out so fast to keep my face warm. Thank you, God. This is a week's worth of beard growth. What am I looking for? My weed. Oh, there it is. Good morning, visitor. Well, this new personality thing from Twitter is pretty fascinating. Let's do it for Donald Trump. Real Donald Trump. Going. I hope we take Greenland. I hope Canada joins America, because then we can move to Canada. We can buy land in the permanent. We could buy land where it's always frozen. I think living in Greenland could be interesting. Ooh, Trump got a 9.2 out of 10. High confidence, mega influencer, political powerhouse tier. Wow, that's good. I'm not sure I want to read this right now. So it's Coffee with Wayne. We're still digesting the morning news. There's the chat open below. This is the poorest YouTube channel in existence. I make maybe $1 a month from this channel. $2 a month. All right, let me do the reply count here. You ever put peroxide in your ear? You like tilt your head over and put some peroxide in there? I'm doing it and I'm getting the bubbles, so there's something going on in my ear. The 11th Airborne Division Arctic Angels are exercising offensive actions in Alaska. They are preparing to invade Greenland. Holy moly. Oh, man. What? Let me show you what this looks like. Over. There too. His face, okay. That's a nice photo of our soldiers working hard. Why don't they give them white mitts and white? They're only partially camouflaged. Probably the cheapest option. Let's look at the next photo. Ooh, that looks cold. At least he got some, what are those called? They're not galoshes. There's a special name for those. They're magic. So look at how they're under the shoe here. And it keeps the snow from going up your leg when you go in deep snow. Gaiters, maybe? Oh, these are, very patriotic and iconic looking photos. Oh, they even got snowshoes on that are made of metal. Never seen those before. But there's really no death in glory. You're dead. So it's easy to romanticize a Hollywood movie. It's another thing to go out there and, participate in pulling trigger. Yeah, I do agree with invading Greenland. I do. And I also think we should get out of NATO. Yeah. We're going to find oil in Greenland. Imagine Trump. It'll be the biggest oil find in the history of mankind. And it was because of my leadership that I was able to secure oil for 500 years for America. He'll say something like that. I love how bonkers Trump is. Like, he's out there and he's in his own world. And we're part of it. I'm laughing inside. I'm like, Hillary's still not in jail. He just told people what they wanted to hear, and who knows what his agenda is. Maybe by the end of this, we'll be Putin. Not only will we become friends with Putin and Russia, but Russia will become part of the United States. Imagine that. What if America and and Russia merged and became part of the U.S. Constitution? Mm-hmm. And or America creates its own military alliance with Russia. We dissolved NATO. We're not helping those people anymore, and now we're helping Russia. It's Russia and America against the rest. That's really not realistic, but I really enjoy music. This, like, just writing songs. Even though my song about Brian and I is a little well, this one was more like pop and dance club. I've had it sung in different styles. It's still fun. I still enjoy it. You know, I made something for myself that maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't, and then I liked it. Creating art is really a blast. Talking about the news, not the same blast. There's nothing tangible at the end of the day. Yeah. I'll say something about the Minnesota Good, the woman who got shot in the face and killed. I don't think I should have done that. I don't think the ice guy was in fear for his life. I think he was just angry about an annoying liberal woman, you know, barking in his face. There's a whole bunch of things they could have done. They could have pepper sprayed her. Don't they carry pepper spray? That'll wipe the smile off her face. Well, instead they blew the smile off her face. Yeah. But also, she was probably being paid to be there. She was part of some paid domestic terrorism group. Yeah, when more than one person, minimum two, conspire to subvert America, that's a crime. You really think the feds are that trigger happy? I'm not sure I have an opinion. Um, all we have is the evidence of what happened there. We got Ruby Ridge and we got Waco. Those are two trigger happy pretty moments. It's not fair to just group. There's like 70,000 people at the FBI. At the FBI. I think that's the accurate number. So, in general, no, I don't think they're trigger happy. However, got like 10 or 20 FBI agents, all with machine guns, raiding a place. Like, a lot of horrible things could go wrong. Here's the deal. What happened to come out with your... Come out with your hands up. We got you surrounded. Like, that was more fun. Instead of raiding the house, they're like, they don't even give time. They don't give people time to come out. They're like, let's sneak attack them, or else they'll shoot at us. They're not gonna shoot. I mean, if they shoot at you, they're gonna run out of ammo eventually, and you'll be behind one of the armored cars. So. And also, you're going in the middle of the night when somebody's sleeping. Let somebody get a full night's rest. How about going over at noon? I do care, but in a way, I have to put my focus on something else. Oh, I saw a thing. I'm not sure if it's true, but it could be true that Nick Fuentes, because he runs a political campaign, that he received $700,000 from AIPAC. That tells me all I need to know. Okay. Put on your grifter hat. Maybe it's time we all start our own Support Israel political campaigns. We want to support American candidates who love Israel as much as they love America. Well, have I tried to get money from AIPAC? I'll tell you what I said to AIPAC. I sent them a tweet. I said, I'm running for president, and if you want to send me some money, I would accept it. It doesn't mean I'm going to love everything Israel does. Which is the case, you know. Like, if you want to have access to me and call me, send me some money. I'll consider things, but it doesn't mean it's going to be a yes. Doesn't mean it's going to be a no. Do you a real adult conversation about the world, or do you want a fantasy conversation about who really did 9/11? You know, who really killed JFK? Who really shot the USS Liberty? You know, I want to operate in a world full of facts. You want to operate in a world of like Disney fantasy. Hold on, let me take a hit of my weed. I try to hold it like 30 seconds. This grok analysis of your personality is pretty eye-opening. It's kind of said that I've put in like the lowest effort possible. That I'm not even risky. I have no political, like I got roasted. I'm getting roasted here by grok. Standard conservative self-promotion with light conspiracy flavor, no incitement, hate, or coordinated risks. Monitor lightly for potential escalation during the 2026 election cycle, but currently being personal political mix. Doesn't even acknowledge I'm a politician. Maybe that's what I'll do, is just focus on politics for 3 years. Shirts, hats, on the road. I'm not making promises here, people. Oh, hi. Also, drinking coffee. If you smoke marijuana, don't you like getting high and drinking coffee? That's all people think about for the whole year. Like, I can't wait for a 2-week vacation in some nice place where I can just smoke weed and drink coffee all day. Do you realize that that could be happiness in life for a lot of people? I feel like my camera lamp. Oh, that's what's not on. It's not really helping. Put shadows on me. Let's do this. Okay, stupid idea conversation. I bought some motorcycle covers that were like nylon. You already know what happened to him, don't you? Yeah. Uh, about 4 of them, and they lasted like 3 weeks in the wind, shredded, like the seams had come apart, and now they're just garland around the wheels of the motorcycle like a Christmas tree. So I by the way, I just used the word so. That's a verbal crutch, and I'm going to try to not do that. Right now I have one covered with a painter's tarp, like a 9-foot by 12-foot painter's tarp, and it kind of covers it. However, the wind will just blow it off. And so it got me to thinking, what can I do to turn this tarp into a windproof motorcycle cover? I could put some tie down strips on it, some rope on the corners with those eyelets, and I have an eyelet maker. And then I thought, why don't I just sew it together on 3 sides and turn it into like a pocket, like a big beanie cap. Where's my beanie cap? You know, the little beanie caps you wear. And I think I'm going to make a prototype. Mm-hmm. You know, 9 foot wide, yeah, it could work. Hey, Bronze Dawn. I mean, if you have information about APAC, I mean, obviously I could just find their American headquarters and schedule an interview with somebody. I don't think there's nothing they're doing I'm really interested in. I don't want to trip. I'm not taking a trip to Israel. I'm not kissing the Wailing Wall. Unless there's a real Jewish reason to do it, because I'm a converted Jew. Let's talk about converting to Judaism. I look at religion as like fairy tales, or the Flintstones, or just some kind of fantasy. And the way I approach religion is, all right, tell me, what do you got? Why is your God so interesting? I'll listen to you. And other people, it doesn't matter if you believe in it, they believe in it. So just hear what they have to say. Be open-minded to things. And I really like the Jews. The Jews are I like the Jews like to question things. They're critical. They're not afraid of upsetting somebody. They're abrasive. Yeah, I like that. If you're fat, most people wouldn't say anything about it. The Jews would be like, I see you put on some weight there. It's not about putting somebody down. It's about like just having honest conversations that nobody asked for. That nobody asked for. The humor of life. Maybe it's the humor. Maybe that's what I enjoy about Jews, is just nonstop humor, nonstop behavior. To the Christians, I would say nothing's stopping you from starting your own movie studio, your own bank, your own synagogue. You can start your own church and be filthy rich. Start your own bank. Your own cryptocurrency. What if the Vatican and Rome started the Catholic cryptocurrency? That's got great alliteration. Catholic cryptocurrency. CCC. Oh, hey, good morning, Crimby. Nice to see you. This hair is some valuable real estate. It's just a little island. I'm having a good day. I hope you guys are also. Crimby, what are you doing today? Any plans? I don't have any plans. I probably should unload my trailer and then get ready for the dump, which is just 3 weeks away. Shit. I gotta get moving on that. You're just working around your house. Good morning, Pat. Welcome. What are you doing today, Pat? I don't have any plans. I'm getting back on the alcohol wagon, but still smoking weed. But I might stop that too. I ordered a chalkboard, a 4-foot by 6-foot chalkboard for $53 delivered. I can't wait to get that. I'll start planning things. I'm pretty sure I have chalk in my toolbox. Yeah, you're taking care of business as usual. Are you now? You've owned these hair salons for a year now, I think. Would you say it's you're happy with it? Anything you want to share after a year of owning places where people get their hair cut? Oh, that's great. Cash businesses rock. It creates its own challenges for sure. Yeah, I'm just drinking coffee, reading the news here. There's a new thing on Grok. I covered it earlier, but basically it'll do this huge psychological profile on your Twitter account for you, and it's part of Twitter. It's like an internal code thing. And this will be this is like having a radar vision on people. You could, if somebody's like it might be as simple as they share a lot of memes or share cat memes. So if you share a cat meme with them, there's a chance you might make a friend. I'm a total pushover. It's making me laugh. Like politically, it's like, oh, you don't say anything controversial. It was completely savage. I got a score of 3.2. Donald Trump got a 9.2 out of 10. The higher, the better. My old account, Lambright, got a 5.6, but that's been dead for 10 years. I'm also thinking about getting back into software. I know that sounds silly, because AI is about to overtake some software stuff. Maybe. I think that's true. I think AI will... Think of AI like Facebook. Facebook, there was already many social media sites. Friendster, Tribe, Rise, that could have done it. I think Facebook worked because it was an insider only just for the elite college kids. So not only was it a cool thing, it was also the smart kids. And then after like 6 years, they opened it up to the public. So they had this smart kid image going on for 6 years. Of course, everybody wants to join when it's open to the public. So they did really well. I don't see any big Facebook things like that ever coming around again. But I do see a lot of little things being made that could be just acquired. Just make it and somebody will acquire you. Like Brian's working on a widget thing. And one of the widgets is something I asked for. I want a widget when I wake up in the morning, it shows me how many more hours of daylight I got left. So I can go outside and do something. I thought about jet boats, Pat. I was talking to Diana about it a couple days ago. I showed her a picture of a jet boat. Yeah, I gave it more thought. I'm giving it more thought, and I've even gone as far as, well, maybe I rent a place for retail. A showroom for jet boats. But maybe that's the wrong move. Maybe the whole move is just flipping them on Facebook. I mean, for reasons we already discussed, I'll discuss again briefly that jet boats to me are the Corvette. They're somebody who has lots of money and they want lots of flash and horsepower and fun. And it exists in boats, it exists in airplanes, it exists in cars, motorcycles. There's all kinds of adrenaline people out there. So selling to the adrenaline community is really what it is. I'm not sure if you told me about this engine, Pat. It's the no, I'm the other guy. Maybe it's the Ford Focus Turbo. You can buy a crate motor of a turbocharged direct injection Ford Focus motor, and it's like 300 horsepower. All right, that's great advice. Screenshotting that. He says if you buy on Craigslist, sell on market.